Taking a look at two cheap electronic items from a place called Menards. If you are unfamiliar with that place, it's similar to Home Depot and Lowe's. In this case, a $20 webcam and a approximately $5 USB extension cable. The goal here, at least in my case, is to use these for an additional angle in this filming setup with my computer. I have the normal Sony a6000 with HDMI output to a capture device. It's called Xtreme Tech. Full 1080p HD camera gives you exceptional sharp and clear videos. Look at that thing. Let's pop it open. Get ready for Xtreme Tech webcamming. There it is in its glory of extreme webcamming. Very shiny. Privacy cover thing. Obviously, it's probably a very small sensor and lens. The cover appears to stay up. Yeah, so... Oh, okay, it does move. I thought it was just not straight. Standard clamp style mount, which is basically meant to be used on the top of a screen, but actually has a quarter 20 mount. And then even then, with that quarter 20 mount, you got that additional articulation if you want to use it, plus the top articulation. That's nice. 5-foot USB. Obviously it's USB-A, which is still the standard. So what I'm going to do here is just connect it directly, and then I'll pull out this extension cable if I need it. My plan here is to use it as a angle, go into my OBS settings, video capture device, Xtreme webcam. I need to uninstall that. I don't even have a Canon camera right now. Holy. All right, let's do custom. Clearly by default, it does not look amazing. What you can potentially get from this Xtreme webcam compared to a Sony a6000 with a AV Matrix USB HDMI capture device. I'm not done yet here. Configure video. I can disable automatic white balance, which helps, and then adjust it my own to kind of deal with that. I can also disable auto exposure. Let's leave it -6 and go in here and adjust these ones. But at least with OBS, you have quite a few options to adjust settings. The negative here is that these settings generally are not saved. There are ways around that though. But yeah, it's not the worst thing ever. It's a little concerning that the hue adjustment doesn't do anything, because most webcams I've used, the hue adjustment actually functions. When you set it up manually in OBS, it looks much better than the default settings by far. If you want to do a very cheap streaming setup, it's good enough, right? You get the point across, you get your face in there, or whatever you want to film. You can film whatever you want. Usually webcams don't have a very wide field of view, and this one's not bad. Very similar to the Sony, which is 16mm on an APS-C, maybe 80 degrees field of view. The rolling shutter performance leaves something to be desired, and that's kind of sad considering it's such a small sensor. The wobbliness. In this case, I wanted to see if I could use an extension cable to get more reach with this webcam to put it where I need. This is also by Xtreme Tech USB 2 extension cable, male to female. It is 6 foot, 1.8 meters, high speed, 480 megabits per second transfer rate. These two go together. It's holding. This attaches to the thing up there, and then this is between the two. Can I rotate it here? They don't have it as a filter. Yeah, that makes sense. And then in this case, I'd want to remove quite a bit of area. Using this Xtreme webcam with the Xtreme USB extension cable, that's good. It works. Image quality wise, it's not amazing, clearly, but for $20, it gets the point across and it achieves what I'm trying to do with it. And the nice thing is, it's cheap enough. I can just leave it there, ready for use whenever I want. Don't have to mess with it. Instead of having to pull out another full dedicated camera, obviously that'll be higher quality, but there's a whole process involved in dealing with that, unless you can dedicate the money to multiple camera angles that are higher quality.